Sandra Manning, welcome to the interview. And how's everything in Toronto?
It's very grey. We've had 15 centimetres of snow overnight. It's very pretty.
Is that a lot, or not a lot for your part of the world?
It's quite a lot because it came down overnight. Usually you have a little bit and then it goes and then a little bit. But we were up in the plus degrees. So we kind of, there's a few seasons in Toronto, in Canada. You have winter, then you have spring, then you have winter, then you have your second spring, and then you have winter again, and then you have your third spring. Wow. So yeah, it will go from very cold and snowy to really, really warm and humid. It's not uncommon for the kids to go to school in their snow pants and a couple of days later with the sunscreen on. So yeah,
you must have to be prepared all the time.
Yeah. Oh yes, definitely.
Okay, well, as I say, welcome to our chat, and you're a key member of the True You Hub, because you sort everybody out, don't you, and you point them in the right direction. You're telling me earlier that you're the target audience. Because the True You Hub is designed to help women of all ages, actually. But you must be in about the middle.
Yeah, I think so. But it's more, it's more like I've got kids. Mm-hmm. I had my kids when I was a little bit older. I like nutrition. I've got family that have various ailments. So trying to look for food and things like that, good food, and how to keep myself and my family healthy and happy is really integral. And then when it comes to the True You Hub, obviously there's many women in a similar situation to myself. I want to eat healthily and my kids are a bit fussy. How can I do that?
Do you think that most women don't eat healthily and they need to do something about it? Is it a big problem worldwide?
I think sometimes, yes, especially when you've got, your work, you've got family, a husband, you've got so many things that you're doing in your life. Sometimes it's just quick and easy and you come last. It's sort of later on, sort of my age, mid-50s, you kind of, oh, okay, what about me for a little minute? I've got to think about myself now. I've got to think about how I fuel my body. And that's what I think about.
Is it tempting, if you're cooking for your children, is it tempting to eat what they have and, on the run sort of thing?
Well, I adapt what we all have. So I have, like tonight, we've got spaghetti bolognese, and I won't have the spaghetti because I'm not really a big fan. I'd rather have, something that's nutrition, packed nutrition. So I might have a salad on the side. I might have some zucchini noodles. And the kids will have spaghetti if they want it. So I try it's all variations on a theme, and I cook once. So I did a massive bolognese the other day and then froze some, and then it's just there. So it's not difficult to do, but you just need to, plan it really.
And find the time, obviously, which is difficult with children.
It is. My slow cooker is a dream. Okay. And also in the kitchen, if I put my radio on, I'm a terrible singer, Tony. So everybody leaves me alone. It's kind of my escape. I crack the music up and then they leave me alone and I can
evacuate the kitchen. Sarah's cooking. Watch out. That's brilliant. So what attracted you to become a part of the True You Hub? What was it about them that made you think, I must do that, I must help them?
Well, Emma and Tony and Emma are friends, first and foremost, and the ethos and their plan is just like, why wouldn't I want to be healthy? Why wouldn't I want to come into my 50s and be healthy? I want to live a long and healthy life, and live is the important part. And if I can do things to fuel my body, which is what it's all about fueling, and be calm and serene, then that's, what I want to do. And when I'm one of the founder members, which is an absolute honor. And when Emma decided she was going to do this, I'm customer service based. I love people. Well, most of them, obviously. And I really, some of them, but I really love helping people. So it was just my way of, trying to give what I think I'm good at in a medium to people that need this, like me,
Yeah. Well, it's certainly working, and it's the True You Hub is very popular, and it helps in all sorts of different ways, doesn't it? From I've done lots of interviews with members and the experts and so on, and of course Emma. And I'm learning myself as a mere bloke. Very,
I wouldn't say a mere bloke, darling.
Well, very far. I know my place. I'm learning a lot because it's a huge range of subjects, isn't it?
It is.
That women and men, but women at the moment we're talking about need help with. The mental health, the weight loss, everything.
And everybody needs something different. So some people are fantastic cooks and they don't need any help with the food. Sometimes people have anxieties and they get really like, oh my gosh, like me this morning when I was talking to you, Tony. And it's like, okay, I need some tools. I need to do things in everyday life, and I'm feeling anxious, and I do suffer from anxiety quite a bit, social anxiety. So how am I going to overcome that? How as a company are we going to, help our members become more confident? So meditation, we've got a lovely meditation expert, and she just, honestly, her voice just brings you down, gets you right. I'm me, and I'm worthy, and we work on, you work on whatever you feel you need, and certain days you need certain things. The sleep expert is brilliant. I went through a stage when my son was a bit poorly and I wasn't sleeping. The sleep expert, great, so there's loads of different things that you can, in the toolbox, that you can punch in and out of, when you need it, really. And obviously, and being a mere man, Tony, which you're not, if we're happy, if we're happy and we're calm and we can function as wives, mothers, friends, then it tends to make a happy house. So it does, it helps everyone because as you know, it's only one person in the house. If they're off, then it can put everything off kilter. So it does help the whole family. Well,
yeah, I can see that. And do you find that women that come to you at the True You Hub, their partners, their husbands, their men, just don't understand what their issues are? Do you think there's a communication issue between partners?
Sometimes yes, but it's like everything, you don't know until you know. And sometimes starting those conversations is really quite difficult. If when I started going through menopause, oh my goodness, I could have killed somebody. I was so, frustrated and angry, and it's obviously the hormones and everything like that. And I spoke to my husband, said, I'm going crazy. What can we do? And so by talking to him and then saying, right, this is what I'm going to do. And I decided to change my diet and to try and feel, to try and get myself feeling better. That obviously helps tremendously. And it is all about communication. Sometimes you can't have those conversations with your partners, but you can come on the page, come and vent, come and just say, hey, how do I approach this? Is there anything that I can watch? Is there anything that I can show my husband or my partner that's just saying how I'm feeling at the moment?
Maybe there should be an expert. Maybe there should be an expert entitled "How to Handle Your Man."
That could be quite misconstrued, Tony. Maybe that's the adult version.
Yeah, but it might be very popular.
It might do. Yeah.
No, it's just going on the theme of the communications thing, because it does affect women's lives if their husband or partner doesn't understand, and they just dismiss it and say, oh, it's time of the month or women's things or stuff like that, and they either don't want to know or they dismiss it, or and that doesn't help, does it? If partners don't get on board, so to speak.
No, I find, especially with my husband, when I was like, this is how I'm feeling, when he could see results, when he could see that, yes, I was losing weight, but I was feeling so much happier, which made me, I was feeling more confident in my body. I was feeling a lot calmer. If something happened with the children or something like that, I wasn't reacting, You know, I was responding rather than reacting, and that's what it's all about. It's about bringing, to me anyway, to bring in that balance. And once people see results, then they tend to tend to be a little bit more supportive.
Well,
My dog is at the door, if you can hear him. Apologies.
That's okay, no problem at all. Dogs do make noises.
He's crying. He's
do you need to go and check him out?
I might just open the door if that's okay, Tony.
Okay, yeah, of course, yeah. So I'm talking to Sarah Manning, who's just gone off to let the dog in. I could just about hear my headphones, the dog crying. Oh, it's barking now. So obviously it's excited to be in Sarah's house again, and is greeting Sarah. And what sort of dog? What sort of dog is it?
He's a Springer Spaniel, and he is. Oh gosh, he's adorable. He's my he's my little buddy.
Do you find that having a pet helps with issues that women encounter?
Yeah, I think you can never have too much love in your life. So when you bring something like a pet into your life, he's just so funny. I mean, when we got him, it was like, no, you're not going to sleep on the bed. And I had all these rules. Sleep smack in the middle of the bed. But yeah, he's wonderful. And he gets me out in the fresh air. You know, if I'm having one of my days when I'm, oh gosh, I don't really want to do anything today, and I'm feeling a bit down or something, I was like, I've got to go out. I've got to walk the dog. And I live 1 block from the beach, which is...
Oh, wow.
I know the snow on the beach this morning is just delightful. So we go out for a walk on the beach, and then that automatically makes you feel better. There's certain things, obviously, in the hub that we try and encourage, and getting out in fresh air, exercise, just do what you want. We try and encourage, everybody to be them, their true selves, which is me, is generally pretty happy and being outside in the fresh air. And it gives me a good reason to go out when I don't want to sometimes.
Yeah. And exercise as well, walking the dog.
Yeah, for sure.
We've got 6 cats that we've rescued, and they give us the runaround.
I bet they do. I did say to my husband that I was going to get a cat because he's allergic to them. I said, if he misbehaves, I'm going to get a cat.
And your description of your beach nearby has got me thinking. I think that if we do another interview in the future, as long as you can get a phone signal, you should do it from the beach, because I want to see.
It's stunning.
The view. It's
absolutely stunning. So there's also, and it literally is 1 block away, there's also an outdoor swimming pool. So in the summer, it's it's over the police station, which is funny. But you actually can go up and you can look across the whole beach. It's absolutely stunning. Yeah, it's right on Lake Ontario, and even on a clear day, we can see, or a clear night, we can see the lights from Niagara.
Oh,
it's right around the bay. Oh yeah, we're so close. It's unbelievable. It's such I'm so fortunate.
That's lovely. I mean, I was useless at geography, so I have no idea what's in Canada and what isn't. But I just hear good things. I always hear good things about Canada.
It is. It's really lovely, and I'm so fortunate. But we moved here with my husband's job 10 years ago now, so it was quite lonely. It was just myself and my husband, my son who was 5, and then my daughter who was a baby. So and I felt it was really not confident at that time. So trying to get my confidence up and build myself up and keeping everybody healthy in a completely different country was, it was another reason why. I'd lived in Australia before, and I traveled on my own. So all of the different countries that I visited, I kind of bring that to the table as well, because I love traveling. And my dog's going bonkers now. Yeah, I love traveling. So, and all the foods and things like that from different countries and different cultures. I try and be quite expansive, which is bonkers.
Is he playing with something? I can hear him growling.
No, he's going zoomies. Puppies go zoomies. He's only 2. So he's going, I left the door open for him. He's in the snow, and then he's coming in on the couch, and he's going.
Fantastic.
We actually have a raccoon that comes by and knocks on the back door.
A raccoon?
They are all trash bandits. They are awful. Yes, they're horrible creatures, but they look cute. Oh, Winnie, shush, 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 shush.
Thank you, Winnie. Uh, and but I'm presuming that experience you had when you moved to Canada, and the problems that you experienced, makes you now able to pass that experience on to other women in the True You Hub.
Exactly, because there's so many. We all have some sort of social anxiety, of some sort. There's always something that makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable. So it's never as bad as we think. We go through the all the scenarios and things in our heads. So by trying to in the hub, by giving us the tools, just to calm everything down, just to really center yourself, be you. I mean, I wanted to be, I came here with my husband, like I said, and I wanted to obviously meet people. What I didn't want to be is one of the first places we've come where we didn't really know anybody. My husband knew a couple of people from work. And it was just nice to just like a fresh start, because I was never a horrible person, but just to really restart myself, Really, just now.
Yeah, I can see that. What would you say to somebody listening to this who's thinking maybe they need to join the True You Hub, maybe they need some advice, some help? What would you say to women listening to this who are thinking that?
Just do it. It's just like having a friends group. We've got people in the group like myself. We've got 2 children, live in a completely different country. We've got Tony, who is Norwegian, and she has no children, but a puppy, who's our little mascot, Stella Bella. And then we've got grandparents. We've got people from all walks of life. So if you go into our little group and there's a problem or something, then you can always, we'll give you our advice. We'll say, hey, have you tried this? Have you tried that? But there's nothing like talking to people from around who can give you the benefit of their advice. So yeah, it's a great group. It really is. And there's something for everyone. There's always something, that you need. Oh my goodness me. I love my puppy so much. I said he brings love into the house. He brings a heck of a lot of noise as well. Come on, Winnie.
Fantastic. Yeah, get him to come and sit on your lap. Let's have a look.
He won't. I'm just going to go and get my treat a minute. Hang fast.
All right then. I know I've interviewed thousands of people while Sarah goes and gets a treat for the dog, and but I've never interviewed a dog. Maybe we should do that. Maybe not, but there you go.
Dear.
That's all right, Sarah.
Yes, my lovely.
I was just going to wind up anyway.
Okay.
Because what you've been telling me is fantastic, and I'm sure people listening to this are going to benefit from it as well. And it's nice to hear your story, and good luck with the snow and everything. Have you got lots of shovels and wellies and things like that?
Yeah, it's always fun putting the big boots on, and you find things in your pockets, in the big winter coats that you've long forgotten. So yes, it is quite fun. And the kids' snow pants, trying to find those. Yeah, it really is. It's stunning. It's really beautiful like that. It really is.
You're very lucky. And thank you once again for talking to me, and take care.
Yeah, lovely to talk to you, Tony.
And
take care. Bye-bye. Winnie, you're a pain in the butt. Oh, sorry.